It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Ducks offense will get first crack at it today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. He's got an open man. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Northwestern's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dive, turning it on!
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Using his legs, it's Porter. Hard running there. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give on the inside. Gets it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Back to throw, it's Stone. Works the middle of the field. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Running back searching for a hole. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopping for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
The QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Power football with the run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Casper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The lone back's got it. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't having. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, he's got a chance. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Casper. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down coming up. Moore to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They just keep firing. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Casper. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Oregon.
And the Ducks have it with a first and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead.
That makes the score Oregon 9, Northwestern 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking for a man. It's Stone. It's complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Got him in the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. To the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the quick grab. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Gain of 9. First down for the offense.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Moore will throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Out of bounds.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit.
Oh, he's got some space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Using the quick game. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hold and fire complete. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the air, it's Stone. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the sticks. It's Covey. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And first down for the offense.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Northwestern! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snags a quick pass on the left. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running into the open space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught close to the marker. It's Farrell. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Stone. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Another first down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground, jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That slices the lead to 2.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farrell. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Stone. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Takes a handoff. It's Hughes.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Gets it out fast.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That slices the lead to 2.
Northwestern 24, Oregon 22.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Stone. Makes the catch, it's Farrell. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Hey, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Fights off a defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Stone. He's got the tight end. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Plucks it out of the air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Stone. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Snap in the shotgun. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Moore will throw. Got a man. It's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The option look. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looking to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best win when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to throw it, Stone. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.